right, guys. The moment that you have all been waiting for has finally come. It is finally time for Zelda: A Link to the Past to be played. We will be enjoying this fantastic game for the rest of the evening. And the first one to indulge ourselves here is going to be the one and only Humbug. Let's give it up for the man himself.
Wow, what an introduction. Yeah, thanks. I'm Humbug, and we have Breathless, and we have Angles on comms. Fox is eating. He's hungry. So we're gonna do NMG, which is NMG any %, which is, well, just finish the game as fast as you can, but don't use any major glitches. We will use some glitches, but not just any major ones. There won't be that many, but some. But we will get to them when we get to them, I suppose.
Absolutely.
All right. So I will count myself down. All right. In 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, we have the riveting start of the NMG run being the escape sequence. This is a section that takes roughly 6 minutes to get through. I will have to go into Hyrule Castle. Well, first of all, I will have to grab the sword and the shield from the arm, go rescue Zelda, go with her to the back, take her to the sanctuary, and then I can go on my merry way.
Yeah, so this is the part where you can probably, if you haven't had enough time, go to the bathroom now, because after this castle escape sequence, things are just gonna be haywire.
And for the beginning part of the game, we don't have the boots yet, so we are walking instead of running. And in the start of the game, we're going to be doing a lot of pumping to be able to move slightly faster when going left or up. So Humbug will be mashing his D-pad against walls, against stairs and different things in order to manipulate the sprite to move just slightly faster until we have the boots and we can start dashing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoops. So we're coming to Hyrule Castle here. There's not much RNG to speak of this early. However, this hallway right here is one that, well, as you can see, introduced some of it. Those guards were not nice. Luckily, I have a kind of long window for when to judge where they're going, so usually that's fine.
Yeah, really excellent movement already at the start here.
And I see we managed to not pick up the map, which can be common amongst random players, to distinguish between your random brain and your NMG brain. But Humbug doing great so far.
I'm guilty.
I haven't made it past the compass just of Eastern Palace yet, so I wouldn't hold my breath.
A little quick boomerang throw there.
And we also have a donation from A. Muller, has donated 50 spänn or 50 kronor, saying it's expensive out there. Here, take these 50 spänn.
Thank you very much.
That is very much appreciated.
So now we have the first boss of the game. We have this ball and chain guard guarding the big key to the basement of the castle. He takes 8 sword slashes. And Humbug does it no problem.
Bad RNG. Boo.
Oh, don't worry, Obscures. He cannot hear us if we're not talking loud enough, so don't worry about it. These little ear thingies here are very loud.
Oh, that's better, actually.
Just sing louder. Yeah, that is one plan.
So with Zelda in tow, we're gonna go through the sewers, battling rats and snakes, or as they're called in this game, ropes, for whatever
Makes a
reason.
lot of sense, right?
It makes no sense because there are both ropes and ropas, and they are two completely different things.
I thought they were rabbis.
Well, that makes even less sense.
Enemy names in this game are a whole thing.
Yeah, so as you can see, we are playing this on the Japanese version of this game, making it so that the text boxes are way faster to mash through.
As was normal with these sort of older games.
And it's also the Japanese 1.0 version that will enable Humbug to perform certain tricks that he will do during the run.
Yeah, we are gonna call them out once we get there.
Yes.
So the reason that I took damage there, well, most of it was because I'm bad, but also because I missed one of the most important speed techs there is in this game, aside from the boots, and that is stair cancel. Anyone care to explain stair cancel?
Yes, so if you come out of north or south facing stairs, going up or down a floor, if you just walk straight out, you will have some lag frames before Link starts moving normally again. But if you immediately hold left or right out of the stairs, you will remain the speed that you have going, and you will be much happier and not have lag frames. We don't like lag frames.
Yeah, Hamburg setting up his health here so that we get to listen to some wonderful beeping
Yeah.
for the last bit
Sorry
of rooms
about that.
A little interesting trivia here. The heart that is in this is the only one in the game that completely heals you. When it comes to the other heart containers you get, there are the bosses. So and Sages then heals you instead.
Yes.
And when you exit escape at half a heart, you're very grateful for the fact that that heart actually also heals you.
It's a good backup strat.
It's a very good backup strat. Well, for me, it's not a backup strat, it's the strat.
Yeah, same.
So we're just gonna trog along, walk our way over to Eastern Palace. Walk. Let's see if we can get some good Octorok RNG down here. Usually I get awful Octorok RNG, but let's see here.
At least we're speed boosted forward.
Sort of, yeah. That's fine.
So we're gonna see a lot of pumping here in this area because of just the bundles of stairs.
Yep. In the early stages of this run, you will also see Humbug making sure to pick up enough rupees for certain things that he will have to do along the run. It's very important to have money for the Palace of Darkness entrance. You have to temper your sword at one point. You have to buy the flippers. So Humbug is gonna route in specific rupees and some tree pulls and stuff in order to have all the money that he will need.
Oh,
for
let's
this
go.
run.
What the hell?
That was some really good cannonball
Nice
RNG.
cannonballs.
Why can I never get that? Well, I got it now, so I shouldn't complain. Sorry. But what the hell? Okay, hardest strat in the game.
And perfect
Let's go.
moment.
Nice.
So if you move in a specific pattern there and pick up the pots and throw them, you basically force two of the Stalfos to spawn outside of the room. Because they're outside of the room doesn't count them, and therefore the door opens.
Yes.
And I boomed, like I threw my boomerang to the small magic drop that one of those Stalfos dropped, because that will save me a very, very small amount of time after killing the boss of this dungeon, making the refill cutscene slightly faster. So it's a minuscule time save, but I don't care. It's easy. I'm gonna get it.
A little bit of that marathon blessing happened today here.
So now we are gonna see one of the perilous tricks early on in the game where you have to get the switch in order to get the big key chest. You have to take damage here in order to do this strat, and yeah, since you have quite few hearts in the beginning of the game, if it goes wrong, it can go pretty bad, but we were fine.
Yeah, the backup there is just to kill the enemies.
Exactly, but that's just way slower.
Yeah, the green Igor at the bottom, he has a lot of health when you're using Fighter Sword.
Another thing Humbugh will have to keep track of outside of the root base is also his arrow count and his bomb count. So now he has to pick up enough arrows for the boss of this dungeon, but then we also have to keep in mind arrows for land modes coming up in the next dungeon, the boss of that dungeon, and yeah, there's a lot of things to keep track of with your money, your bombs, and your arrows.
Yeah, absolutely. There is a lot of inventory. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are now heading into armor nights. Yeah. Humbugh is gonna try for a quick kill where he only shoots one of the enemies there twice so that he can skip the invade phase, and he lands it.
Yes. Nicely done. And we got our first pendant.
And with that green pendant,
Oh,
we have...
that was a pendant? What the hell?
Yeah, we only want the crystals.
But hey, Saha might have something for you.
Oh, I can just check him right now. Good point.
You mean Sahashalala?
Shalala.
With that green pendant, we also have a donation here from Lana Bean of 103.5 krona.
Thank you so much, Lana.
And the message is, yay, charity!
Yay, indeed.
What are those?
The speedrun has officially begun.
Yeah, exactly. Now we can speedrun.
Now it's a speed. So now, with the boots in hand, we can do what's called spin speed. So what you just saw Humbugh do was he charged up a sword slash, then he released the sword and pressed A immediately on the frame after in order to activate the glitch state, where if you touch manual staircases, Link will move at a very fast pace. And this will be used throughout the run in various areas where you have manual stairs, where you can trigger this super speed.
Yeah, there is one other version of it, and we're gonna talk about that one once we get that item.
Yes.
Because there's another way to also force that state.
Yeah, basically any item that sort of locks Link's movement, if you use that on the same frame as you try to dash, you will get spin speed.
We also have a donation from Petit Hessen, who has donated 371 kronor. The message is, girlfriend of Humbugh here, please don't suck today, ? And kudos Palmenkott for celebrating your birthday with this awesome event.
And immediately we have another donation from Nissan Sun. He donated 50 kronor and said, Humbugh!
I need to have a conversation with my girlfriend, because the first one, that was my girlfriend.
What, so you just told you to not suck?
Yep. Very uplifting. That too early? No, that was fine. Okay, cool.
You are so close there.
Yeah, that was on the... I stopped my dash on the first possible pixel. Had I stopped it one pixel earlier, I would have bonked into the into the slope. Luckily I did. Okay, I know that... Well, never mind. Scratch that thought.
I don't even know what that talk was.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so we're going through Desert Palace. We need to grab a small key off of the torch, which we will bonk off. Grab the big key, which is on the right side of the dungeon, and then we will grab our lift upgrade, meaning we can lift heavy things. Heavier things than we could before. Also, like Breathless mentioned earlier, oh nice RNG. I am keeping track of my rupee count, which is now 10. Like midway through the game, I will have to have 110 rupees at least to be able to enter the 5th, 6th sort of dungeon. And if I exit Desert Palace with less than 5 rupees, I have an issue. Luckily, there's a blue rupee under one of the pots in here that I can grab. I don't need it now because I have 10, which is very good because then I can also skip 1 rupee later after a tree pull, which will save me a couple of frames. Not much, but some. It's not inconsequential.
So you have a little message here from Timiran Humbugh.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry. Tell me it's boobies.
Yes.
Because he donated 50 krona and he wanted to say, do more than like I've shown you. Is that a yes or no?
Good idea. Well, good question, rather. That was not a good idea. That was a good question. I was sad that I bonked, so I misspoke.
Igor was out for you.
Yeah. Coming up, Lanmo with the bow. Okay, let's see how this goes.
Nice.
So that boss sucks. Well, the boss doesn't suck. The equipment I had to kill it sucks. It's so much RNG, like when they spawn, where they spawn, what direction they spawn in. It's really hard to get really good at that boss.
Yeah.
That was a 4 cycle. I'm fine with a 4 cycle.
So coming up now will be the fake flipper trick,
Yes.
which will let us use one of the warp portals in the water before we are supposed to be able to, in order to have a better path going up the mountain.
So this is a minor glitch. One way to think about minor or major is if the game looks like it's supposed to look when doing the glitch, then it's a minor glitch. And that didn't look any weird, did it? That was a minor glitch.
Yeah.
I swim without the flippers because I land in the water on the frame before I change.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
The game
precision, yeah.
the game will only check if you have the flippers if you are not in the water when you enter a screen. So essentially, if he lands just a few pixels from the position and goes over, the game will never check if you have the flippers again.
Yeah, and since he is already in the water, the game just assumes he's supposed to have the flippers, and it will let him swim.
It comes with risks.
Yes, a very bad
Yes,
risk.
you definitely don't want to take damage in that state.
because then it will look like a major glitch instead.
It will not only look like a major glitch, it will be a major glitch I cannot get out of. It's a reset. Oh, you. Piece of...
Dead drops are also one of the major pains in the what of this game.
Is it just me or does those rocks look like cabbages?
They kind of do.
They behaved.
Yeah.
So that's all of the bunny walking we're going to get in this run.
Yes. Luckily.
Luckily.
Yeah, there are some really wacky things you can do with bunny if you do some sort of glitches.
Which we will see after this run, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
We're going to see a lot of different glitches.
Oh, you...
Oh,
That was
minimal,
close.
though.
I could have gotten past there, but he just didn't want me to.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite room. Para basement.
Yeah, in the random scene, we call this the coffee break.
Yes. And there is a way to flip that switch down there, and have the pegs go up while you're like on them. It requires a very precise trick with a boomerang, and I'm not good at it.
It looks pretty cool when performed, but I have no idea how to actually do that.
And the nice thing with that is that the tiles will hit into the block you're standing on instead of hitting you, so you don't need to do anything.
What?
And you only flick the switch, you don't need to do it in the next room.
With the big key in hand, we can now start climbing this tower.
And we have received our first bomb.
Yeah, which is gonna be a very important bomb since we are gonna be we're gonna have to do our first bomb jump of the game very soon. In order to save some time getting the big chest.
That was a marathon safety. I hit that switch.
Yep, that is fair. So starting up a little spin there so that he can deny Link from falling down.
Yep, so we now have the shining precious moon pearl, which will make it so that we are not turned into a bunny when we enter the dark world.
And time for what is one of the most irritating fights in the game.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, if Humbugh gets knocked down, the fight will restart. And if he gets knocked down in the middle, he will go down two. Sorry, dude. I was gonna say he will go down 2 floors instead of 1.
Yep.
But hey, you activated the safety switch.
Good thing I did. Oops. That guy sucks.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
Take 2.
I like the counting that's going on in the chat.
Yeah.
So we have temporarily lost you guys, so hang with us so we can answer your questions if we have some just a bit.
There we go.
Good job, Humbugh.
Thanks.
1-1.
So we'll now will receive our third and final pendant, and now we have all we need to be able to get the fabled Master Sword.
The fabled Masters.
Tucked away in the sacred grove in the Lost Woods.
Almost sounded like you were gonna say some sort of poem there.
So coming up now will be a very important part of that rupee route in order to have enough money for Palace of Darkness in a while. So you're gonna see Humbugh perform 3 pulls to be able to pick up a bunch of red rupees along the way. So the tiers of the 3 pulls in this game are different depending on how many enemies you have killed, if you have taken damage or not, and things like that. So you can manipulate the game into giving you the reward that you want from the 3 pull. So you will be killing a few enemies along the way here in order to be able to pull red rupees.
Boy!
Shut up! Yeah, it's integral to this routing that I do not take damage from the first 3 pull coming up to the second one. If I do, I will have to pull that tree, only get blue rupees, and then I will have to try to kill 4 more enemies without taking damage until I get to the courtyard. If I fail that, I will not have enough money for pod, in which case I will have to mirror right outside of Palace of Darkness and get the rupees behind Sahashala.
Yep.
So there are like backup strats for that, but man, are those slow.
Every time you have to use the mirror when you don't have to, you lose on valuable seconds.
There we go, all red rupees.
Perfect. Yeah, one of the things we have not talked about, and that's that when you're doing no major glitches, we in this standard we are also not allowed to do save and quit.
Exactly.
Good point.
Because I can imagine that some people doesn't know who just wonder why didn't he save and quit from the desert battle to Sanko earlier?
Yeah, I could see that coming. I was way too far to the right. This is an issue. I want beams.
Yeah, you definitely want sword beams for the second room, Flag Tower.
Thank you, sir. So that kind of gives us a good time to talk about price packs. The guards of this game, they are in a certain price pack, and that always drops hearts. So I knew that one of those, hopefully, were gonna drop a heart. If they dropped anything, it was a heart. And these guys in here, they are in the drop pool that has the big items in them. But I don't want those guys to drop anything because I want to save that drop for later in the game, which is why I kill them by dashing into them. And if you kill an enemy by dashing into it, it will never drop anything.
Yes. So at the end.
How did he see me?
Yeah, that was a.
What the hell?
How? I don't know.
Okay.
The boss of this dungeon is something that can make or break a lot of runs because it's very RNG dependent. We are gonna be facing an amount of blue balls. We don't know how many. Hopefully, not a lot of them. But the wizard here in this dungeon, he has an attack pattern where he does 4 attacks per cycle. The first one is guaranteed to be an energy ball that you can deflect back at him, but the other 3 of each cycle has a 50% chance to be a blue ball, which is not what we want to see, because that's just a waste of time, basically.
So, yeah, coming up on blue balls.
Yeah. We got any guesses?
Can we get some guesses from you in the chat, guys? We already heard some from the audience, and they are wonderful.
So we got between 0 and 9. Let's see how it plays out.
Who the hell guessed 9?
Folks.
You can probably imagine who it
Fox. Well, you guessed 11 yesterday, Breathless, so if it gets too much, it's on you.
is. We have one who has selected the maximum amount. I'm gonna let you just think who that was.
Sorry, I couldn't catch that.
There's one person who have guessed the maximum amount.
Oh, I think I know who it is.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
You jinxed it. Okay.
Ooh,
Okay,
nice.
that's a maximum of 3 blue balls.
Yep.
Oh my god! what is
0
this?
blue balls. Let's go.
Why do I get 0
Let's
blue balls
go.
with a double Moldorm form? Come on, man. I don't deserve that. Oh well. Didn't get any blue balls. So welcome to Dark World.
Where everything hurts a lot.
You're not wrong.
It sure does. Sorry about
And
that.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Lana Bean, who correctly guessed the number of blue balls.
How sweet of them.
Yep.
Okay, we are going to Palace of Darkness. Ah, okay. You're supposed to go there by spin speed, but yeah. Okay, so Palace of Darkness, or POD for short, is a dungeon that we break by a bomb jump. It's a double pixel perfect bomb jump that we call the hammer jump. For what I suppose is an obvious reason. We get the hammer by doing it. Also, that was very close to me getting hit, and if I would have gotten hit, I would have been in trouble.
Yep.
But we're fine.
It is also one of the harder bomb jumps to learn because of normally when it comes to bomb jumps, as you saw in Hera, you only need to place down the bomb and then that bomb is pretty linear where you can place it. We just need to make sure we are just a pixel away from the gap. When it comes to this one, he needs to place the bomb on the correct pixel and then he needs to stand on the correct pixel.
And there's also a collapsing bridge that
Yeah.
is a sort of timer for how quickly he has to do both of these things before he falls down and he has to try again.
Yeah, a really hard bomb jump. But if you are planning on speedrunning this game or doing the randomizer, that is definitely one that is very useful to learn.
My arrows!
The arrows.
The arrows go forever.
I knew they were coming, but I thought I would get them if they did.
Yeah, that must have been like a one frame thing.
Yes.
I don't know if the mic picked that up.
come on.
And perfect.
Nice. So now all he has to do is pick up another small key so that we can go all the way to the boss.
An out of logic small key, mind you.
Yep.
If we can talk about logic in this. I guess I cannot.
Yeah, we're gonna touch. Me and my other commentator for the next one, Palmenkott, is gonna be talking a bit more in depth about that in the next one.
Oh yeah. Oh
Perfect,
baby.
perfect
Oh
movement
baby.
there.
That's what we call a sexy statue.
Yeah, that was smooth.
I was not supposed to do that in that order, but it worked.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
All right.
So for the boss in this dungeon, Humbugh will be utilizing that glitched state that enabled him to run very fast early on. But here he's gonna do it in order to be able to hammer the boss and having less recoil. So he will be able to move back in and hammer quicker.
Another little cool trivia about this boss is that the hammer is not the only thing you can use to get through the first phase. You can actually just bomb the mask away from him. This is just incredible.
But I need my bombs for other things.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice.
job.
No fireballs.
No fireballs, but also no downwards movement. I really want Helmasnorking, which is his name, to move down and up, because that way I don't have to move sideways and then up to hit him. I can just hit
Yeah.
every time, and it's very efficient. There's quite a lot of RNG in that boss fight. He didn't give me any fireballs, which I would have had to dodge if he would have gotten me, but it was okay. I didn't take any damage. I will have a fast cutscene at least.
Yeah, doesn't need to heal anything.
So if we would have looked at the map of this game, we would have seen that the crystals are numbered. So we now have crystal number 1, but we're now gonna move to crystal number 4.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because we really want the Titansmiths, which is the item from Thieves Town, and because we really want the Tempered Sword for easier kill of the bosses. God damn it.
Yeah.
That is pure RNG.
Yep.
There's nothing I can do about that. He can just do that. We call it getting lottoed.
At least it didn't happen while you were taking care of Kiki.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, so we don't really care about dungeon order in this game,
Nope.
or in this run, I should say. We want to have the best equipment available as soon as we can so that we can move faster through the more difficult dungeons.
Yeah, dungeon order is just a suggestion.
Exactly.
Yeah, just gonna mention a little bit quick thing here. If you are donating 100 krona or $10 as it is converted, you enter a raffle for some amazing prizes being brought to us by Kappa Bar.
Yes.
So make sure to get into that raffle, everybody.
Shovel!
Yay!
Hey! The Master Shovel itself.
Shoutouts to Philistine. That's her favorite
Yay.
item. Whoops.
So the flute will enable us to have a fast travel system, which would let us move to 8 different points on the map very easily. So it's gonna save us a lot of time. Instead of running all over the place, we can flute.
Yeah, already starting up another spin speed here.
There's this using bolt here that always scares me, but we're fine.
Yeah.
That was Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
That red god is very scary.
He is.
And now we hear the national anthem of Hyrule. All rise.
All rise for the national anthem.
So with both the hammer and the glove in hand, we now have access to a few different warp portals to move between the light and the dark world. So that's why we are going this way right now, because there is a dark world portal right here.
Good stuff.
And what we are seeing him use there is known as an ammo dash, or if you're using other items, it is grouped together to call the item dash.
Yeah.
And just like with when he's doing spin speed, if he tries to use the boost at the same time as he uses a few certain different items, they are going to be used at the same time. So very fun effects.
Welcome to Thieves Town. Or, as I like to call it, Steve's Town.
Steve's town.
Yeah, Steve lives here.
Who's Steve?
Steve is that specific red Zyzak right there. That's Steve.
Yeah, he can give people a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
He has a very demanding essence. Or presence, so you would say.
Okay. Hellway.
Yeah.
No other words need to be spoken.
Nope.
This room right here, it's called the Hellway, and there is a specific pixel you can dash on, and if you're lucky, you can just avoid all the enemies and dash straight through. But those anti-fairies, fire snakes, and
Patrick Stars.
Patrick Stars tend to be, not cooperating a lot of the time.
The bottom one just didn't let me do it.
Nope. Both a pixel perfect and also a very RNG heavy trick. So normally we will not see that happening, unfortunately. And a very nice tip from Moon in the chat: never spin attack in the hallway. It's bad news.
I'm gonna pick up this bomb. We call this room the toilet.
Yep.
Because everything just goes down the hole. So what I just did was grab the toilet bomb. Oh, hey, I got a bomb.
Nice. You didn't need
Well,
to grab
it was coming, but yeah.
And it's a red, and shall I gonna move to that position? No, he didn't. That red guy there can move and start firing upwards through the cells, and you get really sad when that happens.
Yeah. And now we have the Titansmiths, and we can lift even heavier things than we could with the power. And specifically, this will enable us to return the smith and temper our sword. So for all the dungeons past this one, we will have a much better sword.
Yes.
Dash, sir.
So this fight is a scripted fight. It takes 9 hits, and blind will always move the same way. So if you do the same thing every time, you will have the same results every time, and it should be a non-issue. So far, so good.
Yeah, just speaking of the scriptness, that is with every single weapon you can hit him with. It doesn't matter if you're using a fighter sword, the gold sword, hammer, red cane, blue cane. it will always be 9 hits.
Yes.
Yeah, my personal favorite is the Red Cane. It is a really cool fight.
Red King Blind is low-key really fun.
Yeah,
It's a really fun fight. I enjoy that a lot in random.
you're making it even more into a bullet hell.
So now again, we're gonna have to pick up a bunch of rupees. The next big thing we were gonna have to buy are the flippers. So in the village of Outcast, where we are currently, there is a bunch of 300 rupees lying around. So we're gonna pick up some of those around the time that we go to Temple of Swords. So we're gonna do some fetch quests, we could say, right now.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. I fucked up my headphones. There we go. Better.
Do we have any frog lovers in chat?
Spam those frog emojis.
Okay, we are gonna temper our sword.
Yes. And that actually costs 10 rupees, which some people don't know.
Tend to forget.
Yeah.
That was a very good dash. I talked to the guy very, very early, which was nice.
It looked really nice.
Let's not gamble that.
The fun with that one is if you're doing randomizer and you pay that 10 but get 5. The ultimate scam.
Yeah.
That one feels even worse than with the Sora, where you pay 500.
So what I was trying to do there was something we call fence dash. I've already done one fence dash, but that's way easier. To perform that one, I have to press A and up at the exact same frame right after the transition. I was not able to do that, so I just canceled the dash completely and instead of bonking. So suck it, audience, I didn't bonk.
So coming up is Skull Woods, which is a dungeon that has quite a lot of rooms and places to go, but you don't really have to go into many of them at all. We're gonna grab a big key, we're gonna grab an item, and then we're just gonna rush to the boss.
Yes.
And with the tempered sword that Humbugh has now, that boss is gonna take only 4 hits, so it's gonna be very quick work.
Shh. I don't want to know.
The thing is though, he can very much eat those hits.
Yeah.
Perfect bomb jump there.
Okay, back of Skull Woods. Good RNG. That snake can get in your way.
Yep.
Ah, don't fall down the hole.
Don't affect the other RNGs. You don't need that.
Swag dash with the fire rod.
Yeah. Perfect.
You utilizing the spike to hit that mummy into the spikes, which will make him take more damage.
Yep.
The spikes does as much damage to the mummy as my sword does.
Yeah. And now he did dash into this the moth with his sword charged in order to do like a double poke before the fight even starts. And then you just need 2 more swings if they connect, and then it's done. So as we saw here, we have a very quick, very well executed fight.
Yeah. The thing with this room is that it is the hardest one. This is probably the hardest boss when it comes to playing it casually.
Yeah.
Because of not only does those spike always do 1 heart to you, no matter the health you have, it also, if the muffler gets hit into the spikes, so with a good timing, he will take no damage from
it
your
gets
attack.
nullified.
And the thing is that Skull Woods also is dependent crystal number 3. So technically you're supposed to get this before you get the mitts. So you're supposed to get this before you get the tempered sword. So you're only supposed to have the master sword at this point.
Yeah, they want you to suffer.
They want you to suffer.
Blue, blue.
Blub, blub, blub.
I don't know if that picks up on the mic, but we hear a very funny bloop, 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 bloop from over there.
All right, Ice Palace. What can go wrong here?
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? A dungeon full of hard-hitting enemies. Yeah. So Ice Palace has another bomb jump with a specific name, the Ice Palace bomb jump, a very important trick to know in this run, because it lets you skip one of the main puzzles of the whole dungeon, and you can go through a lot faster than you would have to otherwise.
It completely trivializes the puzzle of the dungeon.
Yeah.
It's we break the dungeon in like a third of its normal length. It's hilarious.
Yeah, one of the absolute most important tricks. Like, if you want to start running this game, that's one of the main things you're gonna have to learn.
Do you guys know how to do Ice Palace without bomb jumping, like the vanilla way, the intended way? Do you know how to do it?
I know how to do it, but I think I would have to probably double back and like check. Oh wait, where are the small keys and stuff?
I have no idea how to do it the vanilla way. I literally have no idea.
That room that you never open in the basement. And you hit the switch, and then you have to go all the way back and stuff, and it's just a pain.
Yeah.
So we have another donation here. It is a 146 krona. It is from... Can you say that one?
Petit Hessen.
That's Petitessen.
It doesn't.
Ah.
Well, we can't keep staring at 5854. So let's make it 6k instead. And Humbugh, go, go, go!
Ooh.
Thank you so much for the 6k.
I'm annoyed with myself that I dashed into the water. Yeah, it was a proverbial bonk. I'll accept the humiliation.
A very splashy bonk.
Approaching Ice Palace.
In this one, it's very important that you manage your mana good here, because you don't want to run out of magic when you're at the bottom.
No, we need to have a full magic bar for the boss fight, so yeah, that is very important. We have no safeties, we have no bottles, no extra anything, so... So what the Ice Palace bomb jump does more specifically is that you make your way around some of those pegs that you have in the dungeons, so that you can keep them raised and still move forward, and that will let you pass to the end when you reach that. If you don't do the bomb jump, yeah, you will have to do a lot of flipping of switches in order to pass the pegs, but we're gonna trivialize that quite a bit. Coming up just after this room.
Yeah, the most awkward conveyor room ever, except for the other one. So yeah, setting up the bomb jump here. There are 2 positions you can have for the first pixel here. And then you just move down a little bit.
Nope.
And not that amount.
Yep. This is not going well.
Perfect.
First try.
Nice. So the yellow pegs are now still up, and we will be able to just proceed to the box.
Yep.
No problem.
This is one of those palaces where you don't need the item which is in the big chest.
Yeah, we're not even picking up the big key when doing this route with the bomb jump. So yeah, we're skipping over all of that and skipping the big chest, which contains the blue mail.
And the block there can be a little bit finicky sometimes. You have to be careful. You can't even get hit by the items falling down.
But
Cut it a little bit closer.
yeah,
dude.
so
Yeah.
what we saw there was the double poke and then the spin strat, but the spin didn't quite connect twice with all of the puffs.
I didn't walk far down right enough, I think.
Yeah, and that can get very scary very quickly, but we made it through. So all is good.
We're alive.
Yes, that's what matters in the end.
Yeah. All of us only had a minor heart attack here.
Yeah, just a minor.
I had a major one, but yeah, sure, we're alive somehow.
Okay, 1 major, 1 minor, and 1 minor over there as well.
Yeah.
So are you a swamp first or mire first kind of runner?
Well, swamp first is the main route. It's more a question of when do you get ether and when do you get ice rod.
Yeah.
Oops. And I am gonna go up the mountain now to collect my ether medallion. Apparently the stupid bird is just gonna skip me. So I'm gonna collect ether medallion, then I'm gonna go into swamp. After which I will grab the ice rod, and then I will go into mire.
Yeah, dude, if it was a frog instead that was doing the fast travel, you would have been going up here immediately.
Yeah. There is a version of the randomizer that has all the items vanilla.
Yeah.
Which means that you can speedrun this game using the randomizer ROM. It introduces a lot of quality of life effects, such as no cutscenes, no text boxes, all of that. Quick swap is allowed. But also, we allow certain glitches that can make it so that mire before swamp, before ice even, is a good thing, because you want some area to ice break and dive down.
Yeah.
So in that category, it's a good thing to do mire first.
Here we have 2 more donations. We have one from Legendary Moon who donated 103.5 krona, and she said hype.
Hype.
And then we have another donation from Cold Stare donating 1 spen. Are you sure this is not a blind playthrough?
I want the name of that person later, Palmen.
Oops. Oops, he says. I wonder who it is.
Well, it says coaster here.
Okay, Swamp Palace. I'm annoyed that I took a hit going in, but it was just from a spear, so it didn't do much damage, so I should be fine. And that room had good RNG, so I'm okay.
Yep. Those enemies can be really, really badly placed.
Yeah, and if you dash past them, you want beams to use like backwards to kill them if you accidentally miss them because they go far out of the way for whatever reason. Unless I take damage beforehand, I will actually get another heart, so I will go back up to full health in just a minute. Why didn't I... Okay, I was supposed to menu to hammer before getting that small key, actually. But somehow I just forgot. Let's do everybody's favorite, left side swan.
Yeah.
Woo!
The intended way.
The intended way, indeed.
You mean no dive down?
No diver down, no shenanigans at all.
But dive down is fun in shenanigans.
It is. Diver down is fun, but it's also not allowed. So.
Nope. This is a marathon run, so we could technically make it valid.
Yeah. I have to remember to hit that switch again.
Very important.
Otherwise, I will be very sad and feel stupid.
Yeah, very sad, and we will not be able to grab what we need.
Yeah, don't make me have to make a dumb chat.
Okay. That went
Wow,
really
that
well.
fire snake.
I have no idea. No, that was all me. I should have hit the Stalfos with the hammer and not tried something fancy. So that was all my fault.
Fancy. It is the combination word of fancy and fencing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I shouldn't have used my sword at all.
Nope.
So I shouldn't have been fencing whatsoever. I will be picking up 2 arrow pots in the back of Swamp here, along with a bomb pot, because I would like a safety bomb for Misery Mire, in which we are going to do a glitch, which is a minor one, but still. But if I fail it, I want a bomb for safety reasons.
Yeah, it is a very cool little trick. Hey, we finally got the hook shot.
Arguably the best item of the game.
Yep.
Yep.
So I do an item dash there with the hook shot, so that my it will be easier for me to pick up that pot up top if I do. Oh, come on. That was close.
Does it extend the range of the...
Yes,
Yeah,
it extends the range of my arms for whatever reason. Like I can grab through the statue.
I guess technically maybe it extends the parts of the glove, I guess. Like the same thing that happens with the hammer in pod when you have that same glitched state.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, time for Argus. And that is the only correct way to say his name.
Yep, Argus with 3 R's. That's his name.
And if you want, you can add in an age somewhere there
No.
as well. Oh, didn't get the quick kill on the second phase, unfortunately.
I think I spun him and hit him with a fire rod at the same time.
Yep.
I think so. Oh well. Oh, we passed 6,000 coins. Sweet.
Yes.
Nice.
We did that while
Let's
you
go.
were in the Ice Palace.
Ah. I was gonna say that maybe that's because Ice Palace is dungeon number 6, but then wait, it's not. It's number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have one more thing to pick up in the overworld before we move on to our final 2 dungeons, before entering Ganny's Tower.
This is the longest cutscene of them all. This is excruciatingly long. I'm just gonna have to mash for my life here.
Yeah, this maiden just loves to talk.
Yeah, she really does.
I just want to like have some sort of text randomizer and just add on the end there. Welcome to my TED Talk.
Nice. Oh,
Nice.
So we will now flute over to Misery Meyer, and when picking up the rock in the light world before he walks into the portal, you're gonna see Humbugh position himself in a specific way underneath the rock in order to trigger a certain glitch inside this dungeon towards the end. We want something about Ancilla values.
something about Mozilla, yeah.
In order to manipulate the splash of the fire rod.
Yeah.
In order to hit switches from far away. It's gonna be spooky.
Spooky.
Spooky, spooky.
Spooky action glitch.
I got real hungry for enchiladas right now. Perfect room there.
Nice. Yeah, with sword beams you can perform some really nice quick strats for that room.
Yeah, surprisingly, all those enemies are very weak. For this being the 6th palace.
Yeah. Yeah, the Wizroads hit hard, but die easily.
Yeah, they hurt like hell.
Yeah. I think it's like, the beams are like 4 hearts or something.
Yeah, and I think the Wizrobes hurt, but like they give 6 hearts of damage, I think. Like the Wizrobes themselves.
Yeah, they're dangerous.
They're awful.
And how many more team names do we have? I think we have quite a few.
Oh, Malmo had some insights about the extending the glove thing in Swamp. Like she says, I think it prevents you from grabbing the statue, so you will just grab the pot instead of ever grabbing the statue.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. I just can't grab the statue if I am in spin speed state.
Yeah, and then I guess you will grab whatever else there is to grab.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
a lot of sense.
Thanks, Malmo, for pointing that out. I didn't see it until now.
Yeah, Malmö is our resident glitch master in Nordic.
And she will be one of the people running after this.
Yeah.
Yes, she's gonna go up against one of the runners from Mega Man, Obscure Lifeform.
Yes. They're gonna showcase, I'm sure, a whole lot of different shenanigans. Clipping through walls and... Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, I have a quote from Malmö later when we introduce it, so I'm gonna be using it then. When she was explaining what the overworld glitches is, which is the raid category in the next one coming up soon.
Go mode!
Go mode. So coming up will be the spooky action glitch. If it worked out.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but everything looked correct before, so I'm confident that it's gonna work out. And we do have a bomb as a backup if needed.
Yeah, he was using the boost yet to keep the spooky action state.
Yeah, when you start a dash, you kick up dust, and if you have that dust on the screen while you place the Somaria block, the Ancilla value will stay correct. And as you saw here, the spooky action is then working out. So here we just shoot the anti-fairy and magically the switch gets hit.
Yeah, there's a surprisingly low amount of people who doesn't know about the switch that's underneath an anti-fairy.
Here we're gonna be damage boosting in order to perform sword spins on these eyeballs. Nicely done. And then 8 arrows to the big eye to kill the boss.
Yeah, Vicky is down.
Nicely done.
It was an okay Maze Runner overall, actually.
Yeah, I don't think there's too much to complain about there.
It was fine. There were parts in the movement that was scuffed, but it was okay after all. There was an extra menu in the overworld that annoyed me a lot, but it really didn't matter in the end here. That boss is frightening. If it goes wrong, it goes very wrong.
Yes.
You have very little time to react if you get hit by one of the eyes, and you just take 4 hearts of damage and you're almost dead.
Yeah. So now we just have 1 crystal left to get before we head towards the end game. And now, what humbugh was talking about earlier on in Aghanim's tower, where he dashed into the blue guards in order to prevent them from dropping their prize, is gonna come into play because he will be able to force a Pokey to drop some fairies.
Yes. And I believe that the fairy will be the first drop I will get, because the mini Helma on the hammer jump bridge actually dropped a heart. And that guy is in the same drop pool as the guards in Aga Tower and the Pokies in Turtle Round. So hopefully I will get beams before the chain chomps in Turtle Round, which is what I really want. I don't want to have to wait for the fairy afterwards. I want it beforehand. Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Can you
and
go away?
And there we see what we were talking about earlier, using the hook shot and boost at the same time to trigger the speed glitch again.
Yes.
I think the rollers do 3 hearts of damage, do they? Or do
Yes.
they do 4?
I think it's 3.
It's
Yeah.
For a really long time, I thought it was 4, but I've learned that I think it's actually 3. But I think the lasers from the eyes do 4.
Okay.
But don't
I'm gonna try not to get hit by the
Yeah.
lasers.
don't.
I
Take
will
my
want to
word
get
for
hit
it,
by
but I'm
the
pretty sure
rollers,
it's-
but yeah.
You mean to tell me you don't? You mean to tell me you don't want to be hit by the roller?
Whoops, Daisy. It's not supposed to be done like that, but whatever.
Perfect.
So we're gonna do this. because if I don't, I won't get beams from the fairy.
Nicely done.
Good movement.
Yeah.
Good RNG.
So staying on top of the switch while the block hits the switch, the Sumario block, so that he gets iframes from the block racing itself into him, and then he can just pass through and move out of the way of the chain jump during the iframes and open the chest and not get hit. Very nice.
You know what, guys? I think that the amount down there has been standing still for a little too long. How about we do $1 drives? Let's see how many $1 we can get in 10 minutes.
There's a fast strat for that RNG. When the pokey goes down left, there's a fast strat for that, but I've tried to practice it, but man, is it hard. I'm supposed to poke one of the skulls at the same time as I spin the pokey, and then align myself with the wall, dash into the key, and then to the door to do a key dash. It's very, very hard.
Yeah, that sounds difficult.
Yeah. So I just did the safe strat there.
Not a nice RNG from these guys.
I was also gonna say I'm gonna match what that amount becomes then from the $1 drive. So make me pay, people.
So what the game wants you to do is to pick up the mirror shield from this dungeon in order to use that to pass some lasers on a bridge towards the end, where we have to pick up a small key. But Humbugh does not have the mirror shield, so he's gonna have to perform a trick called a laser skip in order to pick up the small key he needs to open the door leading to the boss.
Indeed.
Perfect, perfect boot job there.
Can we get the swag dash? Yes, we can.
Perfect. And they also can see what we talked about in her basement here. Because he was partially in the block there when he came up, he got some invisibility for him so he can move through the poke here without taking damage. When we're doing above strats, it's always the best.
Nice.
Perfect first phase.
Getting the double spin on the head, and then it's just one more slash, and Trinex is down. We have all our 7 crystals. It's now time to go to Ganon's Tower.
So get a number in chat in which chest you think the GT Big Key is in.
Oh, I wonder where it is.
I wonder.
It's gonna be number 1. No, number 2, since
Number two.
I will see the torch, but yeah.
You should have said that because I want to see how many gets wrong.
Yeah.
So we have one donation from Trinex. Trinex has donated 3 kronor, and the message is PB Pace ? And then we also have a 1 kronor donation from 1 kronor. I suppose you're gonna have to match that one then,
Yep.
Angles.
Yeah, I want to specifically add there. There's 1 krona from 1 krona saying 1 krona.
Yeah.
So is that 3 krona then?
Possibly.
No! Having my sword out here is adding to the lag slightly.
Yeah.
And it is considered to be the utmost humiliating thing to do in a run. That is to open GT with your sword out.
Yeah, that's just rude.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. How will I ever make it up to anyone?
So we're gonna be skipping most of everything here and just rush towards where we know the big key is, since this is not a randomizer.
This is not a randomizer.
Nope.
Yeah, so we're picking up one small key and then we're just gonna make our way towards the back of the basement.
Also, thanks so much to Gayfish TV for the Prime sub.
No. I do that way too often.
Unfortunately, we don't have any voice changes, so we can do a cool Prime shoutout. You know where I add the echo behind it.
That was close.
Yep.
Very close to warping there.
A little bit of a swag strat here, which always looks great.
I did not need those arrows, but whatever.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, arrow count is looking good. That's something I always worry about when I am at this point here.
Because I'm still gonna pick up the arrows back here.
Yeah. Armors on ice.
Armos on ice.
That is a whole other type of Disney show that I didn't sign up for.
I might have been fine with only 8 arrows, but that is depending on whether the mimics up here actually drop. Wait, no, I don't have full health, so I really wanted those arrows. Never mind.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah, if you have full health, so when you come up here, 8 is the minimum you need to get this pass. And these
4,000, both of them
Wow.
drop arrows. God damn it.
And I was gonna say, those spikes can also eat arrows from you. So yeah, you want more than 8, but yeah, 8 is the absolute minimum.
Nice.
Perfect.
So
There are strats right there to dash through those cannonballs quickly, but I don't know them. I have never learned it. It's called Cannonball Z, but
Here's a
I
series
just
of
have
rooms
never
where-
learned that.
Yeah, where you have to chase a bunch of guys around and hope they don't run too far away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that room, I have the noob strat of just falling down once and then you can just run straight through all the cannonballs.
Okay, time to refight Landmolas, but now we have a tempered sword and a fire rod this time around. So we're gonna make much quicker work of them.
I have let Tell Me Run down. I am very sorry.
And we have a little message here again from GT Torses. They donated 50 spänn. Good luck getting past me, humbugh.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
So far so good.
Yep.
I'm damaged by rando. I tried to quick swap to the fire rod right there. I mashed my L button. I feel dumb.
Why is nothing?
Ooh. Yeah, the last bomb being used now.
How did you like that, Moldorm?
Yellow card for unsportsmanship.
He pushed me down 2 levels earlier. He had it coming. Okay.
Yeah.
The worst fight in the game. Well, no. The fight that I am worst at in the game. That's a different thing.
Yeah. I'm personally calling this one the geometry teacher. And he doesn't have any good patterns either, which is really unfortunate.
Well, actually, I am getting good patterns. I just suck. That's all.
I'm trying to help you.
Alright, it's time for the Ganon fight.
Time for the Ganon fight.
We have no silver arrows, but that's not gonna be a problem because there are ways to get around that.
There are.
The infamous torch glitch.
Yeah, and the goal here is gonna be to have just one cycle of the first and second phases. So we're gonna see, depending on where Ganon warps, Humbug might have different setups in order to be able to pull this off.
Yep.
So to start with, he will use Ganon's trident as a sort of wall to stay between Ganon and the trident to do a double spin on him. And now we are already in the second phase.
And we are now in third.
Nicely done.
Very nice dodges of the fire bats as well. Very nice little cheeky double there, and he got the torch glitch.
Yes. If you relight the first torch as it goes out, the second torch will never go out, and you won't have to relight both torches, which is yeah.
You only need to relight one. And if you do this sort of thing, you can honestly get in triples here, which definitely significantly speeds up the fight.
Yes. So it's gonna be 12 spins in this phase in order to kill Ganon. You have a window right as he's trying to warp away where you can hit him. And by using the spin attack, you make sure to catch that, that moment. Ganon is down, Humbug is done. Very, very soon, as he crosses the bridge, time will be coming up.
Time will be coming up with the tessellation starts. Time.
Hi.
That is a really good time still for a marathon run.
Yeah.
GG, Humbug.
Thank you. That went well. Despite the Moldorm fall, that was okay.
Very impressive run, I must say. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Breathless. Thank you so much, Angles, for the commentation. Angles, you will stay because I will take Breathless' seat, and soon will we be back with some Zelda: A Link to the Past randomizer. Finally, it's gonna be an overworld glitches race between Obscure Lifeform and Malmö. Not to talk down on NMG, Humbug, though. I mean, NMG is awesome.
NMG is awesome. It's if anyone like I know there are a lot of people here plays Rando, like Link to the Past Rando. Getting into NMG, if you think it looks interesting, it's very like the NMG community is very accommodating for new people. Just there's a Discord. There are guides to anything. You can get any information you want. And people are just really kind. So, yeah, if anyone wants to start speedrunning the game, be my guest, go ahead. It's super fun.
Yeah, the speedrun has a lot of good pacing as well, with perfect amount of breaks here and there.
Yeah, and a really good thing is also, like, I do... Like, the route that I do picks up no safeties. But you can choose whatever safeties you really want. You can pick up the powder, you can pick up half magic, you can pick up the blue mail. Well, no. Yeah, you can pick up the red mail in GT if you really want to. You can do whatever you want. You can pick up silvers. So it's your choice. And that's what's so fun about the game, really.
Yeah. But now we're going to go to a short break to set up for the Overworld Glitches random race. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Go, 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 go.